Shouldn't your vote matter? And should we replace the Electoral College so that way it does? The Electoral College has been our country's voting system for hundreds of years. When the Constitution was written, they included the electoral voting system in order to allow new states with not many residents to have a say in the election. They also wanted to have more opinions than those that were located in major areas. This system assigns each state a number of votes based on population that will all be given to the candidate that holds the majority vote within that state. What's the problem with the Electoral College? Well, over the years, our country has grown substantially, and we are now in need of a new voting system. The Electoral College is outdated, and it gives certain states too much power within the election, while some are not accurately representing the people that live in them. Many people also believe that the current voting system forces people to vote within the two-party system because they feel their vote will not matter if they do not. The voting trends that each state follows year after year will also make the residents feel as if their vote will not matter because their state's vote contradicts theirs. How does this affect you? As a U.S. citizen, you have the right to vote for all our elected officials, and you should be able to believe that all those votes will be counted equally and fairly. Currently, they aren't. And because of that, many people who live in states with set voting patterns don't even attempt to go to the polling station and vote. I know that in the past I have felt as if my vote didn't matter in past elections, but I still went out to vote knowing that that would be essentially useless due to the voting patterns of the state I live in. Many people will not still go out and vote, and we can't expect them to. This leaves many people feeling defeated when the results come out and they know that there was nothing they could do to change the outcome. Can anything really be done about this? The Electoral College has been our voting system for so long that you're probably thinking that there's really no other way to do the voting system. There are actually many other alternatives that would allow everyone to feel as if their vote was fair and equally distributed. One of those alternatives is going to be ranked choice voting, which is a system that the mayor of New York City, Andrew Yang, supports himself. Ranked choice voting is an idea for a voting system that is heavily backed from politicians who support dismantling the Electoral College. It is where everyone ranks their top choices for candidates rather than just picking one. The top pick votes are then counted, and whichever candidate had the lowest amount of top picks is removed from the race. If the candidate with the least support was your top choice, your vote would then be counted for your second choice, and so on. This allows everybody to know that they contributed equally to the election, even if their top choice was thrown out first round. Another alternative would just to be tweaking the current system that we already have. The Electoral College is not a bad system, it just simply has been outgrown by our country. It can easily be revised to fit the new and current needs of the United States. For instance, reevaluating how many electoral votes each state is given would be necessary to people who live in largely populated areas such as California, who believe that their vote is not equal to someone who lives in a vaster area such as Idaho. Many people are overrepresented and underrepresented through our current system. We could also make it so each state's electoral votes are split proportionally between the candidates based on the voting in those states. This would allow you to feel as if your vote mattered despite voting trends in the current all-or-nothing system. Currently, a state can vote 49% for one candidate and 51% for the other candidate. Now, even though there's only a difference of 2% of people, the candidate who got the majority, 51%, will still be given all of the votes of that state, and the 49% votes will just be thrown out. What can you do to support this cause? First, you can follow our Twitter page for more information at ReviseEC2021. Secondly, you can advocate for yourself and others within your community. Third, when voting season is upon us again, demand and encourage change and encourage others to do so as well. Spread the information and knowledge I have given you to those in your life so that way hopefully they can also be a part of this change.